Hey, today I'm talking about 3 Arnold Schwarzenegger films. And the names of those 3 films are The Last Action Hero, Kindergarten Cop, and Raw Deal. Let's do the biz. Last Action Hero. This is a 1993 action film. What? And the basic premise is this little teenage boy is really sad because his life is hard for reasons. But he has this amazing escape called watching movies. Who could relate to that? Not this guy. But wouldn't you know it, the quirky old guy who runs the rundown movie theater that he loves gives him a magic ticket that lets him enter into a movie that he really likes. And so he goes into the movie and has an adventure, and it's really fun. I went into this movie not expecting a lot, but was honestly blown away by how much I enjoyed it. Like, it was a lot of fun, it was silly, it was smart. I was really impressed with the fact that this movie was smart. Like, it's not the most crazy out there intelligence thing ever, but like, it does a good job. It did a lot more than I was expecting. Yeah, it worked really, really well. I wasn't a huge fan of the main little boy, and there's definitely a few things they could have done differently, but I don't know, I just had a blast with it, so I can kind of forgive all of its faults just because it's goofy and fun. I do think it would have been really interesting had they done this to like an actual franchise, so like Lethal Weapon 5. Or hadn't come out yet, but one of the Fast and Furious movies. I think that'd be a really interesting way to take the series, or to take a silly action series. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this film, and I would say it's definitely worth a watch. Next up is Kindergarten Cop. This is a 1990 film. Hey, it's the same age as me. And the basic premise is Arnold Schwarzenegger plays this cop who goes undercover in a different state. So somehow he has jurisdiction, though that doesn't make any sense. I don't even think he's like a state level police officer. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, he goes undercover as a kindergarten teacher, but he's a big tough guy, and so he doesn't know how to handle all of these crazy little 5-year-olds. And it's great. I enjoyed this movie a ton. It has a lot of heart. It's really silly. Anytime he's with the kids or the kids are just on screen, it's fun and great. Like, if I was gonna say anything, it could have used more of that, and honestly less of like the adult stuff, because this movie's rated PG-13 and definitely deserves that rating because it is more action-y. But I think it could have easily thrived as a PG movie and been even better. But don't get me wrong, I like this movie a lot as is. Like, it's a lot of fun, it's silly, it doesn't take itself too seriously, but it does take itself seriously when it needs to. And just, yeah, it's definitely a good movie, and again, worth a watch. And lastly is Raw Deal. This is a 1986 film, and the basic premise is Arnold plays this former FBI agent that left the agency because he was being forced out for using excessive force, but then his former boss's son gets killed by this gangster, and so he independently hires Arnold to go undercover to work for the gangster that killed his son, so that he can either murder all of them or like take them down using the criminal justice system. Spoilers, he murders. It's a lot of murder. And this movie's fine. It's alright. The story wasn't that interesting to me, but the action was good. It was entertaining. Arnold doesn't do bad by any means. It's fine. It's interesting enough. It's interesting because it's both mindless action, but it's kind of smart at times. So would I recommend it? I mean, if you want just kind of some background noise, yeah, sure. There's definitely worse movies out there, but it's not gonna blow your mind or anything. It's good, it's fine, it's alright. Alrighty, now for today's rankings. First up, we got The Last Action Hero sitting at number 43 in the really like section. And then after that is Kindergarten Cop sitting at number 78 in the quite like section. And then bringing up the rear is Raw Deal sitting at number 89 in the liked section. And this is out of a total of 114 old movies so far this year.